Los Angeles Chargers fans are experiencing a moment of pure tension and emotion. What's happening with the team and what's about to happen is stirring everyone's hearts. I know you're wondering, what's at stake now? Well, get ready, because what I'm about to tell you will leave you on the edge of your seat. We're talking about an electrifying journey with a fierce competition and decisions that will determine the Chargers' future in the NFL playoffs. But before we get to the most explosive details you need to know, I want to see your support. If you're a true Chargers fan, leave your like now and subscribe to the channel to always be up to date on every Bolts news. You'll hear information here that nobody else is telling you. The Los Angeles Chargers were in a solid position to secure their playoff spot, but a series of unexpected results turned the journey into an emotional roller coaster. In Week 11, the team was one step away from achieving that goal, but the loss against the Jacksonville Jaguars changed that reality. Believe it or not, a playoff spot is now far from guaranteed, and the path to qualification is more complicated than ever. With a 7-4 record, the Chargers face fierce competition for the available AFC playoff spot. The good news? The Denver Broncos did the Chargers a big favor, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs and securing a 1.5 game lead in the head-to-head tiebreaker. However, we can't rely solely on luck, and the team needs to give its all in the upcoming games. The real challenge begins now. The Chiefs remain a major threat, with a strong team breathing down the Chargers' necks. With a 5-5 record, the Texans still have a chance to reach the playoffs, but the uncertainty surrounding their situation, especially, no longer afford to make mistakes. Beating the Chiefs, Broncos, and Eagles will require much more than effort. It will require courage, intelligence, and above. You already know what you need to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The suspense is in the air, and the Chargers' future depends on how the team reacts to these challenges. Will they be able to secure their playoffs? Problems go far beyond a simple bad performance on a bad day. The offensive line and the defensive line were the most affected areas. Protection for Justin Herbert was practically non-existent, resulting in broken plays, sacks, and a subpar offensive performance. Not only was quarterback protection flawed, but the running game also suffered from a lack of space for the run. Consistency is evident. The signing of Mekhi Becton, an attempt by the Chargers to strengthen the trenches, did not have the expected impact. Becton came in and out of the starting lineup, and the reality is that he failed to show the level of performance needed to stabilize the offensive line. Although it was a considerable gamble, his contribution was minimal, leaving the offensive line vulnerable at critical moments. However, the failure is not limited to the offense. The defensive line also struggled to pressure the opposing quarterback and stop the running game, allowing the Jaguars to dominate possession and control the pace of the game impressively. These problems in the trenches demand immediate action, and unfortunately, there is no more time for minor adjustments. The Chargers will need to look to the future and take drastic measures, starting with the draft. We can no longer expect quick and improvised solutions to solve the team's structural problems. The renewal needs to be done from the inside out, and that starts with the players who will come to strengthen the team. One of the standout options is Vega Ione from Penn State, one of the best guard prospects in the upcoming draft class. At 6 feet 4 inches and 326 pounds, Ione is an unbeatable force on the offensive line. His ability to create space for the running game and his presence in pass protection make him an excellent option to improve Justin Herbert's protection. Adding him to the team would be a smart and strategic move. This could elevate the offensive line to a more competitive level. Ione has the physique and skills to immediately excel in the NFL and would be a valuable addition to the Chargers, who urgently need stability on the line. However, the Chargers can't focus solely on offense. The defense also needs reinforcements, and Styles, a linebacker from Ohio State University, is a name that emerges as a solution. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing 242 pounds, Styles is a player who stands out for his strength and versatility on the field. He's a physical linebacker who has proven unbeatable at the line of scrimmage, capable of play in different situations and cover various areas of the field, makes him an ideal candidate to help strengthen the Chargers' defense. On a team that urgently needs impact in its front seven, Styles would be a significant addition, both to stop the running game and to increase pressure on the passing game. The Chargers' situation demands immediate action, as the season is far from over, but the chances of success depend on quick and effective changes. The offensive and defensive lines must be prioritized for the team to have a real chance of remaining competitive. If the team continues without making substantial adjustments, another underwhelming season will be inevitable. Now, with the bye week approaching, the Chargers have the chance to reorganize their strategies and think about what lies ahead. Amidst so much uncertainty and despite the challenges, a light at the end of the tunnel may be approaching for the Chargers. Rookie running back Amarian Hampton, who has been sidelined with injury since week 5, is finally close to returning. With the bye week, many believe he could be activated for week 13, which would bring a big boost to the Chargers' offense. Hampton stood out before his injury, mainly for his ability to rush for good yards and be a threat in both the running and passing games. With 12 or more carries in his last 3 games, plus 5 or more receptions, he proved he can be a difference maker in the Chargers' game plan. His best performance was against the New York Giants, when he rushed for 128 yards on 12 attempts, in addition to 5 receptions for 37 yards. With Kamani Vidal's strong performance filling in for Hampton in the backfield and showing solid results, the team isn't feeling pressured to rush Hampton's return. Vidal has already rushed for over 95 yards in 3 consecutive games, and his performance. Amari and Hampton has been a good answer for the Chargers in the running game. However, with Hampton returning to the team, the scenario could change drastically. The Chargers know that Hampton's recovery is vital. The addition of a player like Hampton, who can impact the game in many ways, would be a great advantage. Hampton's return is one of the most anticipated turning points for fans. Will he be able to return to his pre-injury level and help the Chargers secure a playoff spot? Are you ready to see the Chargers reborn? Then leave your like and subscribe so you don't miss any details of this incredible journey. And it is precisely this mix of challenges and opportunities that defines the Los Angeles Chargers season. From a fierce fight for a playoff spot to crucial issues on the offensive line and the return of essential players like Amari and Hampton, everything is at stake. The team's future depends on how these pieces will fit together in the coming weeks. And you, Chargers fan, are you ready to follow this journey to the very end? Second, don't miss the next chapter of this story. The best is yet to come. Curious to see how it all unfolds? Stay with us, leave a like, and subscribe for more Chargers news.